Right. Hello and welcome to those on YouTube who are watching this after the fact. This is a live stream, so hello. I just started the live stream, obviously, so nobody's here. But it gives me time to address you people over on the YubTubs. This stream, we will be doing, we'll just kind of be chatting about stuff. I do have a general idea as to what I would like to discuss, but obviously as people show up in the chat, the conversation will begin to be led by them. So the conversation will change over time. We might also be Googling some things, learning some things. I may say some controversial stuff. Who knows? I mean, that's pretty par for the course on my channel, let's be fair. I say a lot of stuff that would probably get most larger channels canceled. Yes, and for those who were looking at the screen just then, my sleeve is ripped. It's fine. I don't care. I actually kind of like it because then I could just like slap people with it. It's a lot of fun. Then they can't yell at me for actually slapping them because my body didn't make contact. So I just slap them with the sleeve. Anyway, yeah. So that's the general idea here. Also, still talking to those people specifically on YouTube. If there's anything in these sorts of videos that you would like for me to cover, leave a comment down below. Let me know what sorts of things you'd like to hear me talk about. Also, I will be doing this occasionally, where I just live stream in this sort of fashion. And when I do, it will be on a Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's when I start my streams every day that I stream. For those of you on YouTube who may not be aware, I stream every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday over on twitch.tv/JuicyJConfirmed at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's my normal start time for my for my streams. Sometimes I start a little bit early, like tonight. I started at about 8:20. About 8:24, 8:25, instead of 8:30 like I normally do. Some nights I may run a little late. You know how life is. So how's everybody doing? Those of you in the comments section, how are you doing? How are you guys doing? Nobody's in the chat yet. We'll make sure that there was actually a notification in the Discord. For those of you who may be in... Okay, it did. There was a notification in the Discord. Beautiful. For those of you watching the YouTube who may not be aware, we do have a Discord server. I will leave the link to that and my Twitch channel below. Even though I believe all of that is actually on my channel somewhere. Like up where the banner is, there's all those social links and buttons and stuff. You can click those, and they will take you to where you want to go. My Twitter is there. Yeah, my Twitter, my Discord, I believe, is on there. My Twitch should be. If it's not, that's a massive oversight on my end. That needs to be rectified. So, yeah, anyway, I guess we'll slip into the first topic of conversation that I wanted to talk about, just because it's something that interests me personally, but might not interest a ton of the people who come into the chat later. There's finally something. There's some footage of the fucking Flash movie, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for that movie for literally years. They've been talking about doing it for a very long time. I'm very excited to finally see that there's something actually happening. They have some footage. Apparently not enough to make an actual trailer, but they did make like a little teaser deal that my dad sent me the link to it a couple of days ago. I don't know that I could actually show it on stream. I was tempted. I'm tempted to show it on stream because I'm very excited to finally have some proof that it's actually a thing they're working on. I'm sorry, my ear itches. That's the thing about live streams. You can't edit live. Well, I mean, I suppose you could try, but I'm not that good. But yeah, I'm super excited about a Flash movie. The Flash is my favorite comic book superhero. Well, other than Batman, obviously. The Flash is number 2. And then Green Arrow's number 3. But that's, who's keeping track? So but yeah, I'm very stoked. I've heard some conversation about other stuff that they're planning on doing too, like a Blue Beetle movie, which I'm pretty excited about the concept of. What are some other things that I heard through the grapevine? I don't remember all of them, but there's a lot that they're supposedly working on. There's a Green Lantern movie, or a Green Lantern show on HBO that they're working on. And I believe I also may have heard something about a Green Lantern feature film, which hopefully won't be as bad as the Ryan Reynolds one that came out in the early 2000s. Because that was atrocious. When did that movie come out? Let us go now, you and I, to the wonderful land of this screen, because I'm not a professional and I don't have a whole lot of setup stuff. We are going to Google, with my horrible typing, Green Lantern movie to see when that came out. This came out in 2011, so I guess early 2010s. But still, this movie was atrocious. It was so bad, which sucks because they actually had a pretty good cast for the most part. I mean, it's Ryan Reynolds, so you wouldn't think that a Ryan Reynolds movie would be garbage. But this movie, let me just tell you, it was a complete and total disappointment. Yeah, it was upsetting. It was very upsetting. For those of you who can't tell, I am much more of a fan of DC Comics versus Marvel Comics. If people were to... Let me just save you the trouble now. DC is better than Marvel when it comes to the comic books. Now, I will concede that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is way better than any modern live-action DC movies. I say modern. By modern, I mean post whenever the last Dark Knight movie came out. Let's see. Let's Google that. Dark Knight Batman films. There was the Dark Knight. I don't know why it suddenly actually went black. That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat, actually. So we have the Dark Knight, which came out in 2008. I believe this was the first one in the trilogy. Yeah, I actually have... Well, I had all 3 of them in a box set setting next to me here on the desk, but I don't have that box set sat here anymore. So let's just type in, Trilogy. There we go. Dark Knight Trilogy. So 2012, the year I graduated high school. So post 2012, excluding the Snyder cut of the Justice League film, because I actually feel like that was really good. And I actually very much enjoyed the Aquaman movie as well, even though I was watching it in like 480p. Uh, it was still really good. The story was good. I could tell that the visuals were probably nice underneath all those pixels. So if I'd have been watching it in HD, I would have enjoyed it even more, and I enjoyed it a lot, even though I was not. But yeah. So excluding those, well, I mean, okay, I keep giving exceptions. The first Wonder Woman movie with Gal Gadot. When did that movie come out? Wonder Woman. 2017. That one was pretty good too. I quite enjoyed that movie. I haven't seen 1984, but I heard that it was garbage. So, I mean, the ratings. Look at the difference in ratings here. For 3.5 stars down to 2.5 stars. They lost a whole star on IMDb. So that's unfortunate. But you know, yeah. So the point though is, like, the Warner Brothers, you got to step up your game, man. You got to step up your game, honestly. Because this is a problem. This is a problem. We need better movies. That being said, the little snippets from what they have of the Flash movie got me pretty excited. I'm just stoked that Michael Keaton is returning as as Batman again. That's got me so excited. His voice was in the video, and it got me so excited. You didn't actually see his face, I don't think. I don't remember exactly, but you do see the back of Batman's head, and you know it's Batman because he was wearing the suit. Which, the Batman movie is coming out soon too. So let's just Google this, and then we'll discuss the issues that I have with this. The Batman 2022 film. Okay, so what sort of problems could Juicy have with a Batman movie? The idea, the concept of a movie of his favorite superhero of all time. What could Juicy possibly see wrong with this picture? I don't know. Maybe that Robert Pattinson is playing as Batman. I am not a fan of Robert Pattinson's work. I'm not a fan of Robert Pattinson. To be fair, for the most part, the only thing I really remember him in is those god-awful Twilight movies and his role as Cedric Diggory in the Harry Potter series, which, he died, so spoiler alert. He's dead. He's dead. Yeah, anyway, not a fan. Not a fan of Robert Pattinson. My initial thought was he'd probably make a good Bruce Wayne, but not a good Batman, just because I feel like he could pull off the rich playboy, the oh, it wasn't me, look at me, I'm innocent sort of thing. And that he'd make a terrible Batman because look at him. Look at him. But from the little snippets that I have seen, I haven't actually watched this main trailer that was released 4 days ago. I have not watched this. So I don't know. But the little snippets that they put out before this one, it actually looked like what my initial thoughts were actually reversed in reality. I saw him making, in the clips, it looked like he was doing a terrible job playing as Bruce Wayne, but actually a decently okay job as Batman. That being said, okay, Michael Keaton was like prime Batman. Okay, prime Batman. That being said, okay, okay, before I go into this, what the fuck was the idea of the George Clooney nipple suit? What the fuck was that? That was bullshit, it was stupid, it was dumb, it shouldn't have existed, and now I'm done with it. So, moving on. The Dark Knight trilogy. Let's just go back to that because I'm forgetting the name of the actor and I feel terrible. The name of the actor who played Batman in this trilogy, Christian Bale. Okay. How did I forget Christian Bale? I don't know. We're going to go back to apparently not where I wanted to go. Hold on. We're going to go back to the Batman because that's what we're discussing right now. So, I've already forgotten his name again. Christian Bale. Christian Bale was a fucking phenomenal Batman. Okay. And I know a lot of people give him some flack for it. Like, he's trying too hard to do the Batman voice, blah, 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 blah. I think he did a phenomenal job. It was wonderful. He did wonderful as Bruce Wayne, and he did spectacular as Batman. And those movies, I love those movies. I've watched them like 18 times each. They're so good. I just wish that he'd have continued being Batman. But he's not, so here we are. I think we're probably going to watch this trailer here. I may get in trouble with YouTube and or Twitch, but I think we're going to watch this trailer here because I still haven't seen this trailer, and I would like to know what is in this. So fuck it. We're going to watch this. We're going to watch this trailer. And we're going to see what we think of it. All right, that's how this is going to go down. We're going to watch this.
Police! Hands up! Stay still! Get out of here!
So the Riddler...
Fear is a tool. But when that light hits the sky, it's not just a call. It's a warning. I've been trying to reach you.
Burn the gun!
This is about a king, and Ritter's the match.
I can take care of myself.
If this continues, it won't be long before you've nothing left.
I don't care what happens to me.
It's only gonna get worse for you.
Whoa! Take it easy, sweetheart. Hear everything they say. Mention.
Maybe we're not so different. Who are you under there?
I am digging the suit.
I'm vengeance.
I'm digging what they've done with the suit, though.
It's black, and blue, and dead all over.
And it appears like the Riddler is going to be the main villain.
Dick.
I got you! I got you!
No, you didn't. That was kind of a cool shot. That shot there is kind of neat. I'm kind of digging that. March 4th. March 4th, 2022. Cancel that. Okay. So. That was actually not as terrible as I thought it was going to be. This is actually a pretty good trailer, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like... Oh, that's got 26 million views. Look at that shit. Anyway, so it looks like the Riddler is going to be the main villain of the film, which I guess sort of makes some sense. It looks like, and it's definitely been said, that this Batman is supposed to be a younger Batman who's still sort of, figuring out who he is as a vigilante. He's still figuring out what his code is or whatever. And the theory when the first teasers were released was that the movie was going to be about him struggling with whether or not it's okay for him to kill people. Essentially, was whether or not his one rule is actually necessary, or if it's just... I believe it was moreover... he hasn't necessarily installed that one rule yet. Like, he hasn't implemented it yet. But I don't know. I don't fully know. I mean, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good trailer. I'll give people props, honestly. They're really good at making trailers. They're really, really good at making trailers. But honestly, making a trailer is pretty easy. I can make a trailer. In fact, I have made a trailer for my YouTube channel. So I have a channel trailer. It's not difficult to piece together some stuff that seems like, stuff people just would be interested in just in passing. It's really not that difficult to try to grab people's attention. What's difficult is maintaining said attention. It is very difficult to hold people's attention it's a feature film, so it's, 2 hours long? So, like an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe 2.5 up to 3 hours long. Depends on, the film. I believe most films are like 95 minutes, 90 to 95 minutes. Let's actually look into this. What is the average length of a film? Average length of a movie. Okay. The vast majority of movies are between 80 and 120 minutes. So an hour and 20 minutes to 2 hours is the vast majority of movies. It's really hard, honestly. In all honesty, it is very hard to hold a person's attention for 2 hours. Especially when there's nothing stopping them from getting up and walking away or just turning it off. Because it's just a movie. It's like me here on Twitch. It's very hard. And on YouTube. Especially on YouTube. It's very hard to hold somebody's attention for that long. Because people are gonna come and go as they get bored or they have things to do. And they decide, that's more important than watching this. I mean, a movie is no different. Sure, a movie you can just pause and come back to when you're done doing whatever is more important. But is this... The idea, though, is that first wave of people who are going to go watch the movie are going to be the people who determine whether or not the rest of the world feels like the movie is worth paying money to watch. That first wave of viewers is extremely important. Because I don't even pay attention to critics anymore, because they just say everything is good. I've never seen anything where the critic was genuinely like, this is trash, this is bad. At least they never show you that on the movie or like the content's website. They will never show you those negative reviews from actual like critics. So you never see those. You only see the good ones. And at this point, I feel like critics are just giving things good reviews so that their organization is mentioned in the thing so that they get more money. Like, I feel like it's a terrible way to do things at this point, especially in a market like ours, a capitalist market. People will say or do anything for money. So I feel like it's a terrible way to go. You should let just random people watch the movie and go with whatever they say, because the critics are going to lie if it suits their needs. If it means that they get a spotlight somewhere, they're going to give it a great review even if they fucking hated it. Trust me, I know. I have actually spoken to somebody who used to be a movie critic. I will leave them anonymous so as not to, call them out. But they even specifically told me they just said good things to get more publicity for, their company. Even though they actually didn't like what they were reviewing, they still gave it a good review anyway, for money. Because capitalism. People will say and do anything if it suits their needs. That's all that's important to people these days. At least business people. That's all that's important. Well, no. Let's get a little philosophical here. That's all humans. Barring a handful. That's all humans. Humans will say or do anything if it suits their needs at the time. They don't care. They don't care. Humans are terrible creatures. And I am saying that as a human, we are terrible creatures. Sure, we're capable of a lot of good, but we do a lot of bad. Like a lot of bad. But anyway, yeah, okay. So as far as trailers go, I personally... I don't know how much... See, the problem is that it's a 2-minute and 39-second long trailer. Which, if you take out the beginning sequence, that's just introducing the thing, and the ending sequence, that's just telling you when it's available, when it's going to be available, and all that good stuff. It's really only like a 2-minute and 20-second long video. So my tooth hurts for some reason. So it's really hard with only 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 20 seconds to really know whether this is going to be a good movie or not. Because they could have just taken literally the best moments, which is what a trailer is. Just the best moments from the film. Stick it in the trailer, and then boom, everybody's like, that looks awesome! When really, the rest of the movie is dog shit. So, we'll see when the movie comes out, because I will watch it. It's a thing that'll happen. I will watch the trailer, or the movie, not just the trailer. I will watch the movie. It's a Batman movie. I have to. I don't have an option. It's just ingrained into who I am at this point. If a DC movie is released, I watch it. It's just the way it is. That being said, I still haven't watched Wonder Woman 1984. I need to get around to watching it, but I don't actually have a way to watch it right now. Because I don't actually have, what is it on? HBO Max? I don't have HBO Max. So I can't exactly watch it right now. So I'll watch it when I have the ability to do so. I also haven't watched the Suicide Squad. I know, Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad, whatever. I don't know. It seems weird to me. It seems really weird to me. I don't know how I feel about it. Uh, they got a lot of big names in there, which is exactly why I think it's not gonna. That's exactly why I feel like it would actually be a bad movie, is because there's too many big names in there. Those big personalities tend to clash, and you end up with a not so great piece of content. In the way that's just the way I've always seen it. You get too many big names together, it just becomes a clash, and it's no good. Yeah. And pretty much my take on this is, if a WWE actor, that's what they are, if a WWE actor comes into a movie franchise, that franchise immediately becomes shit. I don't know that I've ever seen a series that overall was made better by the introduction of a WWE wrestler into the franchise. I have not seen a single one that has been made better by that. Now, I could be entirely wrong. The Suicide Squad could be a great movie. I don't know. Haven't seen it. I also haven't seen Birds of Prey, which I should probably get around to watching that at some point too. But yeah, okay. I should have known here. The Riddler plays a dangerous game of cat and mouse with Batman and Commissioner Gordon. I should have known from even before watching the trailer that the Riddler was the main villain, but I didn't read that before watching the trailer. A budget of $100 million. $100 million. Bro, Warner Brothers, give me $100 million. I'll make you a really good movie. Like a really good movie. Probably better than most of the movies you've been putting out with the DC logo on it recently. Oh, DC Films 6. This is still Warner Brothers, though, isn't it? Yeah. See? Warner Brothers Pictures. Because this is all under the Warner Brothers label. So, yeah. That's that. Still not sure how I feel about it. This movie was dog shit. Just throwing that out there. Batman v Superman was atrocious. It was terrible. What were they doing with that CGI? It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. Which upsets me to say, because I love DC. I love DC a lot. And I really want their movies to be on par and even better than the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Which actually, there's a revamp of the changing of the cast, if you will, both literally and metaphorically, going on in the Marvel universe right now. But yeah, so we'll see if they continue to be good. But they've continued to blow me away with their movies. Okay, now we're going to come back to The Flash here. The Flash movie. Okay. Oh, they actually have a definitive release date. They have a definitive release date, ladies and gentlemen. Definitive release date. November 4th, 2022. Wait, when is the other one? When is The Batman coming out? March 4th, 2022. Wow, they've got a thing for the 4th, huh? March 4th and November 4th. Yeah, look at all these names, though. Ezra Miller as the Flash, obviously. Michael Keaton as Batman. Batfleck, we'll ignore that. Sasha, I don't want to mispronounce her name. Kale? I don't know actually how that's pronounced. It's pronounced probably one of those ways. As Supergirl. Is that Kiersey Clemens? As Iris West Allen. Maribel Verdú as Nora Allen. I don't actually know who this is. Or Ron Livingston. I feel like I should know who these people are, but I don't. Let's see who this person is. A Spanish actress. She played Luisa in a movie I've never seen. It's another thing I've never seen. And Mercedes and Guillermo, Guillermo del Toro's 2006 film Pan's Labyrinth, which I've also never seen. And I've never seen any of her content. Okay, good to know. What movies was she in? Maybe I have seen at least one. She was in Snow White, which I didn't watch. Never seen any of this. So I have no idea who this woman is. Sinatra, huh? Okay. I didn't even know there was a movie entitled Sinatra. Okay, yeah, I've never seen any of this. I've not seen a single movie she's been in. How about Ron Livingston? Have I seen any of his content? I've actually never seen Band of Brothers. Let's see. I've never seen The Conjuring either, I don't think. There's a lot of stuff I've never seen. We'll just add that stuff to the list of things that Bullet and I need to do for the Juicy Bullet film reviews. Never seen any of these. I have no idea who these people are. The Conjuring 2. Actually, I think I may have seen The Conjuring. Yeah, I've seen The Conjuring, but not The Conjuring 2. So I've watched, so far, from what I've seen of this list, a total of one movie with him in it. County for Fires, Parkland, yeah, okay, a total of one. One movie he's been in. I have no idea who these people are. But, that being said, I am just going to get... I mean, I probably shouldn't say anything about it because, people are going to misconstrue it. Of course, it's the internet. That's the way it is. But a lot of people are probably going... Because I know there were a lot of people that got upset in the Flash TV show about them making Iris West Allen African-American. I personally don't really give a shit. I feel like... I forget the name of the actress, but I feel like she's done a very good job with the role for the most part. She's what I think of now when I think of Iris West Allen. So she did her job, and she did it beautifully. Henry Livingston, on the other hand, he actually sort of looks vaguely like the guy who plays as Henry Allen in the Flash TV show. I don't remember his name, but they sort of have similar facial structures. Yeah, okay. So my point was Spanish lady playing as Flash's mother. I don't give a shit. Just like I didn't give a shit about the black lady playing Iris West Allen. I don't give a shit. If they do a good job, they do a good job, and that's all I care about. Hello, Crusader. How are you? I am sitting here rambling about DC Comics and DC movies. That's what I've been doing for like the last half hour. So yeah, I'm excited because we finally have something definitive on the Flash movie coming out. I'm super stoked about that. So yeah, I've been rambling for a little while now. Yeah, I think she could maybe do a good job. I've never seen any of these movies that she's been in. But she's been in quite a few of them, so sure. Why not, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay, I'm down for that. I'm just excited there's finally something definitive that they're talking about here with the Flash movie. We have a release date of November 4th, 2022. So we still have to wait a whole nother year. But we have definitive information. Well, I mean, they could change it. But they put an actual date on it regardless. So, we'll see. We'll see, though. Yeah. I don't know. If I remember correctly, isn't it based on Flashpoint or something? Yes. It's going to be based on the Flashpoint arc. Because it's an opportunity for them to rectify issues. This movie right here, okay, they've made a lot of blunders with the way that they've handled their cinematic universe over the course of the last decade. With the Flash movie, they have an opportunity to fix it. Because they can bring together whichever pieces they want to pull in and leave out the rest. And actually make a cohesive universe with a straightforward storyline that makes sense. They have an opportunity to fix it, and I feel like they're doing it. I mean, look at this. Michael Keaton returning as Batman, which is the most exciting part of this entire scenario to me, is that Michael Keaton is returning as Batman. They did release a little snippet trailer thing. Hopefully they make a good Superman movie. Oh, God. I don't know, man. I don't know. I personally, okay, this is how I feel about Superman. I love DC Comics, okay? I do. I love DC Comics very dearly. That being said, Superman is ridiculous. He's way too fucking overpowered. He's ridiculous. He's not interesting to me. To me personally, Superman is not interesting. He's basically just a god. And it's not interesting. That being said, with the Superman and Lois TV show, the part that I watched, because I stopped watching because I got busy doing other stuff, and then I wasn't able to catch like the next episode in the series, so I'm just waiting until it comes out on a platform that I can actually view it on. And see all of the episodes. The episodes I watched were actually kind of nice because the show is not focused on Superman. It's more focused on Superman's family, which means there's actually stakes. Like, because when it's just Superman, like, there's no stakes. He's a god. Like, the only things he's weak to are chunks of his home planet and real magic. Like, that's not interesting. It's just not. It's ridiculous. That being said, they had a lot of people very up in arms when they said that they were replacing Henry Cavill with an African-American man and making that African-American man an iteration of Clark Kent, who literally in his list of attributes, it's listed white male. So, but I believe they've now redacted that and said they're doing something with, what the fuck is his name? The son of Dude Bro. I don't remember. Like Val Zod or something like that. A character who was already black. So it makes sense to put him in that role, just looking at the characters and the way that they're described, and the way they've been for a very, very long time. A lot of people were very up in arms about that whole situation. And, I mean, I will admit even I got upset about it. Simply because Clark Kent has always been one way. I would have been just as upset if they'd have said they were making him gay. And it has nothing to do with race or sexual orientation and everything to do with changing already established characters just to try to appeal to a wider audience, to try to be inclusive or whatever. If you want a black Superman, make a black Superman. Like, there's nothing stopping you from making new characters instead of changing previously established characters. There's nothing stopping them from making new characters. If you want, I don't know, I don't even know. Just add all of the things to a character. If you want that character, make one. Don't go changing things that have already been set in stone just to try to be woke. Like, that's not how that whole thing works. You're not a good person for changing something that's already been established. You can just make a new character. Nothing is stopping you. I make characters all the time. There's nothing stopping DC or Marvel or anyone from just making a new character. Like, oh, we want to appeal, we want to, like, have a character that, like, represents, I don't know, I'm going to pull a random one, the transgender community. So just make a new character that's transgender. Like, that's how you do that. That's how you appeal to that audience. That's how you include exactly like with Miles Morales. They wanted a Latino Spider-Man, so they made a Latino Spider-Man. And it makes sense. And I actually really like Miles Morales. He's a very good character. A very good character. I'm very happy with the Miles Morales character. And I didn't think originally when Into the Spider-Verse came out, I didn't think I was going to like it just because of the animation style. But I actually very much enjoyed that movie. It was very good. It was very, very good. I'm very happy with that as well. I'm glad I liked it because Spider-Man is one of my favorite superheroes. Sure, it's the Marvel side, but just because I like Marvel a little less doesn't mean I don't like Marvel. I do like Marvel. I just don't like it as much as I like DC. I like DC more. Because DC is what I grew up with. It's what I connected with as a kid. It's like, that's just the universe I connect with more. So it's the one that I prefer. That being said, there are quite a few very good characters that I very, very much enjoy over on the Marvel side of things, like Miles Morales. The next Spider-Verse movie is coming out next year. Oh, they're making another Spider-Verse movie? I mean, I know they're introducing in the MCU, they're introducing the multiverse via the Spider-Man movie the next Spider-Man movie that's going to be involving Doctor Strange. Which I'm very excited about that too. I love multiversal stuff. I love the multiverse. Which is another reason why I love the idea of this Flash movie focusing on the Flashpoint timeline, the Flashpoint arc, because it's what introduces the multiverse. It's going to be called Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Okay. That's they've been doing a phenomenal job with the naming of the Spider-Man movies over there lately. They've been really good. I like that they all stick with a theme. Like, the live-action ones stick with the theme of home, and the animated ones look like they're just sticking to the multiversal thing, which is nice. I quite like that they're sticking to a theme. It makes it really easy to remember when they stick to a theme. So I like that quite a lot. But I'm very excited about this Flash thing. Have you actually seen this Flash trailer here? This thing that was released 4 days? Everything was fucking released 4 days ago. Have you actually seen this yet? We watched the trailer for the Batman that's being released. This one down here with the Robert Pattinson Batman movie. Well, I say we. I watched this on stream a little while ago. Have you seen this little snippet? I thought I was gonna be I thought it was gonna be a behind the scenes thing. It is a behind the scenes thing, but it does give there is some footage of the movie. Here, let's just play it. Let's just play it. I'm not gonna get in any trouble. And even if I do, well, I already played the trailer for the
Why didn't
Batman.
you guys help fight Thanos? Or any war, all the other
This is
terrible
wrong.
things throughout
This is
history?
not what I clicked on.
We were
Oh,
shocked.
this is an ad. That's why. I'm an idiot. Don't mind me.
Greetings, DC fandom and domers. Ezra Miller here, live from the set of The Flash. It looks like this. We're very excited to show you the movie, and we can't yet because we're still making it. We wanted to show you a teaser, but we can't because we don't have enough material to make a teaser yet. We can't make a trailer. But we do have this small sneak peek that my maestro Andy and I have put together that we really hope you'll enjoy. And I will see you in theaters later next year, or more importantly, you will see me.
Tell me something. You can go anywhere you want, right? Any timeline,
That's Michael Keaton's voice, by the way.
any universe. Why do you want to stay and fight to save this one? You change the future. And you change the past.
Are you in? Holy!
So yeah,
You ever wondered
that's
what?
that. What the hell is this? Get off my screen. So that's what that was. I'm, even just that little bit, I am very excited to see the rest of it. Cause that looked pretty good. Even just that tiny little bit looked pretty good to me. Hecka nice. Right? It looked pretty damn good to me. So they have an opportunity here to rectify all of the issues that they've had with their cinematic universe as of late. I say as of late, literally the last decade. Because there's been a lot of problems. Incongruency, timelines not matching up, blah, 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 blah. So I'm pretty excited about it. It looked awesome to me, right? It looked incredible. They have a huge opportunity here, and it looks like, just from that little teaser even, it looks like that they have the ability and are actually trying to rectify those issues, because that looked really cool. And I'm very excited about it. So yeah, we went over a little bit of the cast here. We've discovered that I have no idea who these people are. I've seen a total of one movie this man was in, and I've never seen a film that she was in. I have no idea who this woman is. We haven't covered her or her yet. I don't feel like we need to cover Ben Affleck or Michael Keaton, honestly, because they sort of speak for themselves. The fact that Batfleck and Keaton are both going to be in it gets me really excited. Okay, let me just tell you my feelings on Michael Keaton's Batman and Batfleck, okay? Because there's no way I can just say Ben Affleck's Batman. Ugh. Anyway, Michael Keaton, Prime Batman. Number one, numero uno, best Batman, hands down. The only person, in my opinion, that stands up to Michael Keaton's Batman is Christian Bale's Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy. That's the only one that stands up to Michael Keaton's Batman. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, I'm not sure which Batman I like worse or like less. Which one I hate the most. Batfleck or the George Clooney nipple suit. I don't know which one I hate more, because that nipple suit was atrocious. I am having a difficult time deciding which one I actually liked the least, because at the very least, George Clooney made a good Bruce Wayne. An absolutely atrocious Batman, but a good Bruce Wayne. So he did part of his job well, but the rest of it, his acting job in there was fucking terrible too. Never watched the Bale movies or the Keaton movies? Bro, you're missing out on the best ones. Those ones are the best ones. The Michael Keaton Batman movies were directed by Tim Burton. They were directed by Tim Burton back in, like, the 70s? Why am I struggling to type? Tim Burton Batman. Okay. The Tim Burton Batman movie. Okay, yeah, the 90s. The 80s and 90s. So good. So good. I wasn't sure. I wasn't born yet. And the aesthetic, to me, looked more 70s-ish than 80s, and it definitely didn't look 90s to me. What the fuck, 90s, dude? Don't think I ever watched a live-action Batman movie. You're missing out. The Michael Keaton Batman movies. Well, yeah, those ones. The Batman movies directed by Tim Burton were all really good. I very, very much enjoyed the Tim Burton Batman films. They're so good. And the Christian Bale ones directed by Christopher Nolan were superb. Those were the ones that Heath Ledger played as the Joker in that one. You have to see Batman with Keaton. Jack Nicholson plays a fantastic Joker. Yes, he does. He did indeed. He did a phenomenal job. It was so good. These movies were so good. Like prime Batman content. Honestly, 100% prime Batman content. These were the best. Val Kilmer did okay, but not the best. Michael Keaton definitely did a better job. Kevin Conroy is my favorite Batman. Well, I mean, he's just a voice actor. So, granted, he does a phenomenal job in the cartoons. So good. But, yeah. I could have lived without Kim Basinger's Vicky Vale, though. Yeah. So we'll just ignore that. The rest of it was phenomenal. We'll ignore Kim. The rest of it was phenomenal. She still did an okay job, but the movie overall was fantastic. It was so good. You definitely need to watch them. I definitely recommend going back and watching these. And even if you don't want to go back and watch these ones, I will forgive you for not watching these ones just because you're so young and these are so old. I will forgive you. But you've got to at least go back and watch the ones that Christopher Nolan directed, the Christian Bale ones, the Dark Knight trilogy. Go back and watch those, because they are so fucking good. She was barely in the movie, so at least there's that. True. So she wasn't in there long enough to fuck it up. which is exactly what I want from somebody who doesn't necessarily fit the role they're playing. Just don't fuck up the movie and everything will be fine. So yeah, no, did I really put an H in Tim? Whoops, fat finger syndrome going on over here. But yeah, they're so good. The Christian Bale ones are so good. The man, phenomenal movies. Christian Bale did a fantastic job. Everybody else did super fucking well as well. Yeah, okay. So that's the one where Heath Ledger played as the Joker and Tom Hardy played as Bane, and they all did so well. Yeah. So good. Let me just go back to The Dark Knight. Okay. Yeah. Morgan Freeman is in them. I almost forgot. Morgan Freeman plays as Lucius Fox. Michael Caine plays as Alfred. Like, bro, how could you get much better than this? Cillian Murphy as Scarecrow. Like, Gary Oldman is Commissioner Gordon. Like, this is an all-star cast going on here, man. Yeah, Liam Neeson played as Ra's al Ghul. The superhero movie I'm most excited for is Doctor Strange 2. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that too. Doctor Strange is pretty good. I enjoy Doctor Strange. Yeah. There's so many good, like, phenomenal fucking people in here. So many. They all did fantastic jobs. Props to all of you. You did fantastic. Yeah, very good movies. Very, very good. I would even venture to say the best ones. They're just the best ones. Spider-Man No Way Home looks like it's going to be phenomenal. It does. Yeah, see, Tom Hardy played as Bane. Cillian Murphy again. Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul again. Like, these are good. Great casts going on here. They got some good shit going on. It's coming out in time for my birthday, so hopefully I can see it in theaters. Oh, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Yeah, so these ones for sure. The Dark Knight Trilogy, you should definitely watch. And the Michael Keaton Batman movies, for sure. If you're up for it. You should go back and watch those, because they're so good. So good. Now, what else was I going to talk about? I heard... I haven't even watched any of the Indiana Jones movies. So, I mean, I get that people are going to be excited for it, but, I haven't watched any of them, so I personally don't really give a shit. Harrison Ford is going to be alive by the time that comes out. How old is Harrison Ford? Harrison Ford. How old are you, buddy? 79. Holy shit, he's up there. Wow. He's not in his 80s yet. He's 79 years old. Give him a minute. But yeah, oh my god. He actually does sort of look like Donald Trump. Yeah. I watched one of them. I haven't watched any of them. I've seen snippets. Just like as I've been eating dinner in the living room, while Sean's been like, he watched the whole series all in a row. he does every once in a while. He watches them all. I want to see an 80-year-old man swinging from a vine. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So the other thing that I heard about, but I'm not entirely sure if it's accurate, is a Blue Beetle movie. Which, you know, I'm very excited about the concept. Because I heard that they were going to be making a Blue Beetle movie. And they are. Aiming for a release date of sometime this year or next year, which probably won't happen. But start filming in early 2022. I'm excited about the concept of this. I love Blue Beetle. And I want it. I want it. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. I mean, come on, man. It's October. It's basically next year. Yeah, it's basically next year. We only have 2 months left. This is basically just 2022. And fuck anybody who disagrees. I'm very excited about the concept of this film. Blue Beetle, I feel like, is a character that doesn't get enough love. Mostly because most of the Blue Beetles have been dog shit. They haven't done well. Like, the character itself was always just a joke. Like, Blue Beetle and Booster Gold were always just... They're basically the joke of the DC universe. But the latest iteration of Blue Beetle, Jamie Reyes, or I believe it's actually Jaime, because he is Latino. I believe. I'm pretty sure he's Latino. Yes, he is Latino. Anyway, the latest iteration of Blue Beetle is so cool. It's so cool. Dad, I sent you pictures of that iteration a few months ago. That iteration of Blue Beetle is so good. The Justice League animated show had a great Booster Gold episode. Did it? I haven't watched... I watched back in like the 90s and the early 2000s when I was still really young. Yeah, I sent you pictures of Blue Beetle ages ago. I sent it in the group chat. And you said it actually looked really fucking cool. But yeah, I watched like the original Justice League cartoon when it came, like as it was airing. Back in the, I believe it was either the late 90s or the early 2000s. And it was so good. It was so good. But that's something that, like, DC has always been phenomenal with their animated universe. Their animated content has always been so good. In that regard, I feel like they've always been miles ahead of of Marvel. But, unfortunately, they're lagging behind with the making of good live-action content, for the most part. Right at the moment, Marvel has a much better track record with live-action content. It's their live-action that has been shit until recently. Actually, I feel like recently is when it's been shit. Like, at the beginning of the stream, I was talking about how their live-action, DC's live-action stuff pre-2013, because the final Dark Knight movie was released in 2012, the year I graduated high school. That from that point and before that, they made almost exclusively phenomenal content. And then after that is when they started making their shit content. So in the last decade is when they've really not. I mean, with a few exceptions. Okay, so like, I liked Aquaman, even though I didn't watch it in HD. I liked the movie regardless. The story was good. The bits that I could see through the pixels looked great. The movie was good. The first Wonder Woman movie with Gal Gadot in it was pretty good. I very much enjoyed that one. I haven't seen 1984, so I don't have enough information to speculate, but I've heard that it's dog shit. I haven't watched Birds of Prey, so I can't comment on that. I haven't watched the Suicide Squad, so I can't comment on that either. But the first Suicide Squad movie, Suicide Squad, I didn't care for. I thought it was kind of dog shit. It just wasn't good. Batman v Superman was garbage. Let's see, what else was garbage? The cinematic release of the Justice League movie was garbage. The Snyder Cut was phenomenal. Not so much the cinematic release. Let's see, what else was dog shit? That's all I can really think of right now. 1984 was pretty good, but the villain was pretty terrible. Oh, well, that always sucks. Because I've heard that 1984 sucked, and on IMDb it has 1 whole star lower rating than the first Wonder Woman movie. So it went from 3.5 stars to 2.5 stars. So, apparently the world doesn't quite agree with you. The new Suicide Squad was great. Yeah, but the content that you think is great is normally not content that I also think is great. So the Suicide Squad lost me within the first 20 minutes. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel it would go. Mostly because, okay, I'm going to reiterate something that I said before you guys showed up. Okay, there are 2 things that I feel like ruin a movie franchise instantly, all right? And these are just, keep in mind, this is just my opinion as an observer of cinema. Also keep in mind that I'm actually very, I know what I'm talking about in regards to cinema. I feel like there are 2 things that ruin a movie franchise pretty much instantly. One of them being a WWE wrestler becomes a star in the franchise. Pretty much, at least in my experience, I've not seen one where a WWE superstar entered the franchise and it got better for them being there. That I told you, keep in mind, this is my opinion. It's not necessarily factual information. It's just my opinion. The second thing is that there comes a point where you just have too many big names in a movie and they just end up clashing and it doesn't make for a good film. It just ends up being really fucking bad. And I feel like that, in my opinion, is the direction that the Suicide Squad would go. Because there's quite a few big names in that movie. And I feel like it just wouldn't work. Because they're just distracting from each other. Because people want that, it just doesn't work for the most part. There is a point where you can have too much star power in a film. You need to offset it with people that people don't see very often. Get people some screen time, get some new blood in there. Cena is actually a really good Peacemaker. I don't know. Again, haven't seen the film, can't comment on it. He's getting a Peacemaker show? Like a show or a movie? I know I saw the preview and it looks hilarious. A lot of them die. Well, it is the Suicide Squad. It's called that for a reason. Again, I am familiar with with most comic book arcs. I am familiar with a very significant amount of what happens in comic book universes. So I do know that a lot of these characters die. So it's called Suicide Squad for a reason. HBO Max. again, I don't have access to HBO Max. So I can't watch these things. All of these movies that I've mentioned are on HBO Max, and I can't watch them because I don't have direct access to HBO Max. So, two dudes in the first Suicide Show dies. Over half of them die in the new movie, or in the new one. Yeah, that's the way it is. That's just the way it is. It's the Suicide Squad, man. They're gonna die. Kind of like the Disney Plus Marvel shows. Oh, okay. You're saying that's going to be on it's going to be a show on HBO Max. Okay. That makes sense. So similar with the Green Lantern show that's supposed to be coming out. Okay, that makes sense. I'm okay with that. But Blue Beetle. They're going to make a movie, and I'm excited. Right, the What If show was pretty good. Again, haven't watched that either. I haven't watched Loki either. I'm not caught up. I don't have Disney Plus, so I can't watch these things on my own. So at the moment, because I don't have access to these things. I don't have access to these streaming platforms, so I haven't seen them. So I'm not caught up on that stuff. But yeah. Oh shit, they actually did, like, there's a first look at Fandom? Wait, really? Excuse me while I go on a tangent here, which isn't really a tangent, because it's what I wanted to talk about in the first place. Oh, it looks so good. Oh my god. Oh my god. So excited. Fandom had a first look at a bunch of shit. Yeah, well, again, I don't have access to this shit. So I learn about it as I come across it on the internet, because I don't have access to the platforms that shit is available on live. So fuck all of you. I'm reading this now for the first time. Oh man, this looks so good. Including the Peacemaker show and Black Adam. Okay. The dude who plays Blue Beetle plays a main character in Cobra Kai. Yeah, said that here up here at the top. Zolo Maraduhanya. I mispronounced that terribly. And I apologize to you, sir, for mispronouncing your name. Not that you'll ever hear me mispronounce your name, because I'm not important enough for you to give a shit. But I apologize. I'm sure you're going to do a phenomenal job with this character. I hope. I pray. And Black Adam, yeah. There's a lot of cool shit that's going to be coming out here soon. Certainly looks like Blue Beetle, all right. Yes, it does. Sporting the yellow eyes, blue costumes, singers, the DC comic book, yeah. A neon lit El Paso, yeah. It is indeed neon lit El Paso. Yes, because this character lives in El Paso, Texas. So, this look at the hopefully teases the epic. Oh, dude, I'm so excited. Do you know that the project will focus on Jaime Reyes, the third person to take up the Blue Beetle mantle in the DC movie? John Rogers, Mexican American. Yep, that is correct. The blue armor proved to be one of DC's most successful new launches in decades. Yep, it was indeed. Oh, there was a one-off of him in Smallville? Really? Okay. This sounds awesome. I'm excited for this. He's a pretty good actor. I haven't seen Cobra Kai, so I don't know. I haven't seen any of Cobra Kane, rip. So I have no idea who he is. It's a sequel to the Karate Kid movies. That I did know. But I haven't watched it. This casting role title has since expressed his thoughts over bringing. Looks like okay. The only thing that is on my mind right now is just the fact that he's Latino. I have so much pride in getting to be part of this project with Angel, someone like him. I think it's so important, and I don't want to stand on the soapbox for too long, but representation is so important. I mean, I would agree. Representation is important, but it's also just a fucking phenomenal character, and I'm excited. I'm very excited at this concept. I really like the show. Unfortunately, I'm 46, so I've seen all the Karate Kid movies. Also revealed that he plans to dedicate himself to training in order to bring Blue Beetle to life on the small screen and make him a worthy addition to the world of DC movies. It's such a great opportunity, and I'm not gonna take it lightly, and we're about to make a kick-ass movie. God, I hope that that's true. I really hope that this is a good movie, because I love the Blue Beetle character. It's such a good character, a super underrated character. At least it used to be super underrated. There's a lot more appreciation for him now, after this latest iteration, in Jaime Reyes, or Jaime, sorry, not Jaime. So I'm excited. I want a Squirrel Girl movie. Weren't they supposed to make a movie at one point, or a show that involved the Squirrel Girl? Let's see. Does Squirrel have 1 or 2 R's? He does 2, yeah? Squirrel Girl movie. Apparently there are Squirrel Girl movies, but they're all animated. Yeah, from canceled New Warriors movie. Yeah. The movie got canceled, unfortunately. This looks atrocious. Oh my god. Okay. I'm sorry. She was supposed to be in the show. Yeah. I was pretty pissed to cancel it. She's hot though. This is true, but this looks terrible. Oh, this is so bad. This is the way the whole thing looked. It's no wonder it got canceled. Oh. Oh my god. That's probably fake. That looks so bad. Oh my god. I don't regret looking this up. Oh god. Oh shit. Whew. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh, that was so bad. Okay. Okay. Oh. I think that was actually her in a cosplay, not from the actual movie, because they never even started filming. It was still so bad. Okay. Whew. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Okay, I just want to know what things were announced. All the news trailers and reveals. As a cosplay, that wasn't that bad at all. It was pretty bad. Okay, DC Fandom 2021 raised the bar for virtual fan events, gathering the biggest and brightest talents through the DC multiverse for a spectacular preview of what's ahead. String event, blah 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 blah. The Batman, Black Adam, Peacemaker, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and more all had spotlights during DC Fandom, featuring trailers, behind the scenes, featurettes, and memorable moments with your favorite DC stars. Blah 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 blah. Nobody cares. I mean, I do care, but I don't care about all the rambling. So this, I'm assuming, is going to be a list of things that they announced. DC Fandom kicked off with a first look at the Man in Black himself, Black Adam. Dwayne Johnson took to DC's Hall of Heroes to discuss his role and share an electrifying sneak peek that showed off Black Adam's entrance into the movie. Okay, so let's see if we can watch this sneak peek. Okay, so the Suicide Squad thing is a video game. All right. Oh, this is on Twitter?
I've never seen the likes of it before. Having done James Bond for 10 years, 4 films, nothing compares to this.
That was a cool visual.
Hawkman.
I liked that quite a bit. That was a cool visual.
Atom Smasher.
Okay.
Dr. Fate,
Ooh.
leading the whole charge.
I feel like that was probably a really good...
He's more brutal.
I feel like that was good casting on the part of for Dr. Fate. That was really good.
Uncompromising, fueled by the depths of his pain. He's Black Adam.
Black Adam.
Hey DC Fandom, and hello to everyone watching around the world.
Hello,
I am
Dwayne.
so excited right now to be here and to talk to you about the Man in Black himself, Black Adam.
Justice
Now, as
Society
you
of
guys
America.
know, this character, this
Oh,
film,
yeah, brother.
this universe has been a gigantic passion project of mine for a very long time. And I have worked so hard, worked these hands, these calluses, my fingers to the bone on this project because it's the kind of project that I know comes along once in a lifetime. And the truth is, I was born to play Black Adam. Now, we've just started the
That's yet to
post-production
be seen.
process, which is so exciting. And the film has, without question, some of the biggest action sequences I have ever been a part of. And I am so proud and excited.
You notice what I said with the WWE thing was when they enter a previously established thing. So, like, when The Rock joined, just to once again bash on your Mr. Johnson here, when he joined the Fast and Furious franchise, for instance, it was a previously established thing that they added his character to. It wasn't just a bunch of different characters having their own movies and then coming together once in a while. This is a new movie, a new thing. There hasn't been a Black Adam movie before, so it's a new thing. So he could do well. I worded it the way that I worded it very intentionally. Because I have seen movies with WWE wrestlers where it was a brand new thing, and they did really, really well with it. I've seen John Cena in some movies I really liked him in. I've seen Dwayne Johnson in quite a few movies, actually, that I've quite enjoyed. What they added him to was supposed to be a full spin-off of Fast and Furious. Yeah, well, it wasn't. It was Fast and Furious, and it was not good, in my opinion. Yeah, they added him, then made a spin-off. Yeah, and I don't feel like the addition of him made the movies any better. I feel like he detracted from what the show was, or what the movies were supposed to be about, which is what I was saying. But since this is a brand new thing involving him, I feel like he could do a good job. It has nothing to do with, but again, oh my God. You need to just drop the biases, okay? Like, it's when they enter a previously established thing. I haven't seen The Suicide Squad yet, so I can't speculate on whether or not John Cena attracted or detracted from what the film was supposed to be. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. That's why I said, in my experience, when they're added to previously established arcs, they just detract from what it was supposed to be. They'd already planned to have Peacemaker in the Suicide Squad even before Cena was cast. Yes, but you're not understanding the point. The point isn't that they always make things bad. I said, in my experience, they tend to make things worse. They tend to detract from instead of add to what the thing is. That's my point. In my experience, I'm not saying they can't do their own standalone things and have it be good, or that they can't enter a franchise and still have it be good. I didn't say that. I did not say that. That's why I said they tend to. Because in my experience, I still have yet to experience something where I personally felt like the addition of a WWE superstar to a roster of a film series made the series better. I have yet to feel that. Maybe John Cena will prove me wrong. Well, I hope John Cena proves me wrong with the Suicide Squad, because I didn't like the first Suicide Squad movie pretty much at all. I thought it was dog shit. So if they make it if it's even halfway decent, he's already made it better. So it's not going to be difficult for him to make that better, in my opinion.
Of our incredible team who are working away to create breathtaking, holy...
And also, Black Adam hasn't happened yet, so it's still yet to be seen whether or not it's actually good. So it might be a dog shit movie. Who fucking knows? It hasn't released yet.
Shit scenes that I know you're really going to love. Now, even though we're still working away, this is DC fandom. So I felt like I had to bring you guys just a little something special. Now, you know me, guys, and you know, I always like to say that you, the audience, the people, you guys are my number one boss. So I got together with my director, Jaume Collet-Serra, and we put together a little glimpse of one of the opening scenes of the movie when Black Adam is first revealed. Now, what you're going to see here is why the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change. I hope you enjoy this very first look at the Man in Black himself, Black Adam.
At a single scene, which is fine, at least it's something. This feels like a Tomb Raider movie. Just gonna throw that out there. That's what this feels like to me so far. Yes, technically Man in Black can be attributed to many DC characters, because there are a lot that wear black. But, you know, Black Adam is the one that people refer to that way. They did a good job with the CGI of the lightning there. I have to comment on the CGI, because that CGI mustache on Henry Cavill. Oof. It's a lot of flashing. Okay, let's see what the... Oh, this is literally just hype. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I enjoyed that sneak peek. That wasn't terrible. It seemed pretty cool. Like I said, it could be a great movie. It could be dog shit. It's yet to be seen. The Flash movie could be dog shit. I hope it's not, because that's the one I'm most excited for. Let me change my position in my chair real quick. Okay. Let me get my hair out of my eyeball. So that was pretty good. As like a little teaser there. I liked that. That was a pretty good scene. It did feel very Tomb Raider-ish to me. But, you know, to be fair, that's pretty much everything that happens in a cave feels Tomb Raider-ish to me. Okay, so that'll hit theaters July 29th. Okay, cool. I'll definitely have to see this. I mean, I need to see all of the DC movies, but, you know, we'll get around to it eventually. I don't want to see the next thing. God damn it, fine. Okay. The pace of the announcements moved quickly in this year's DC fandom. I see what you did there. Almost like our next hero, the CW's Flash. Oh, wait, what? Grant Gustin made an appearance to discuss playing a father on the most recent season to 2 kids who are actually around the same age as him. He also revealed that his Flash suit will be getting an upgrade next season, adding something that has long been missing: the Flash's iconic gold boots. Oh, good. It's about damn time. As Gustin put it, it's just always been the final element that I think has been missing from our suits. For the most part, I have liked the suits that they've used on the Flash show. The one suit that I didn't like was the one that had, like, it only covered the top of his face and it didn't have this, like, chin guard. So this was all just open. I thought that was gross. It didn't look right. I didn't like that at all. That was bad. Let's see. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Fans got to go behind the scenes with Jason Momoa. Gave us our first deep dive into Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, due out December 16, 2022. Started an exclusive behind-the-scenes clip that featured some compelling and surprising concept art. We're not sure what the giant grasshoppers and desert creatures are all about, but we're all for them. Director James Wan promised a globe-trotting adventure that isn't afraid to embrace its fantasy. We also got a look at the animated 3-part special event, Aquaman King of Atlantis, including a clip from the 2nd episode. Check out the debut episode right now on HBO Max. I wish there were links to this sort of stuff like there was up here with this, because I'd really like to see what they showed. Let's see. Milestone Media, new partnership with Ally was announced as his first program. DC Next Generation, a new venture created to develop the next generation of comic book artists. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. New seasons for Static, Hardware, and Icon and Rocket, and the return of a Blood Syndicate comic book series, and a 1,300-page softcover compendium collecting classic milestone runs of Static, Icon, Hardware, and more. Okay. The Suicide Squad game is in the Arkham universe. Okay. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, made a splash at last year's DC fandom. They say it as if it was actually last year. It was 2021, which is this year. And the much-anticipated new game from Rocksteady Studios was back for more, debuting a thrilling new trailer that gave us our biggest glimpse yet at the game's story, characters, and tone, even if it did leave us feeling a bit bad for poor Penguin. No, we're kidding. Zap him again, Waller. Wait, what? Okay, guess I gotta watch this now, huh? Gotta be fair to all the content.
All of you are the worst of the worst of the worst. Still, you're good at what you do. Even even if what you do is far from good. Welcome.
Oh, the first look was at Fandom 2020? Okay, that makes sense.
Let me take a look at you. A muscle head, a nut job, something that offends my eyes, and a homeless person. You're perfect.
Just checking. We're all seeing that thing, right?
This has one-way ticket written all over it.
Oi, what the hell have you sent us into? It's a bloody war zone out here. Eyes up, people.
Congratulations, Task Force X. You're the first assets to make it into Metropolis alive.
I was just about to do that.
Task Force X. Your new mission is to kill the Justice League.
I will shot you around.
I like this music. Not sure exactly how I feel about it as being appropriate for this, but I like it.
Raise your hand if taking on the Justice League is the worst idea you've ever heard.
I kind of zoned out. What did you think would happen? You'd crawl out of your cells, swoop in, save the day? Which superheroes did you say you were again?
Remember, your heads are ticking.
Oh. Well, that was
He's not gonna
gruesome.
make it. Waller, the penguin is in flight. Repeat, the penguin is in flight.
Then let's clip his wings.
Oh my god, he's getting up!
Hitting him again.
He's ran out the door. Somebody stop him.
Did that get him?
No. It very much did not get him. Waller, blow up his head.
Okay, that looks pretty good. As far as the game itself, not so sure how that's gonna be, but that was a good trailer for sure. Although I did talk at the beginning of the stream how it's very easy to make a trailer. But yeah, we'll see how good the game actually is. But that looks kind of fun. Let's see. Okay, sticking with the Suicide Squad theme, the first Peacemaker teaser trailer debuted with commentary from Peacemaker himself, John Cena. Fans also got a bonus behind-the-scenes look when the Peacemaker cast joined writer and director James Gunn to discuss the upcoming The Suicide Squad spin-off series coming to HBO Max. Sorry, I was drooling a little bit. On January 13, 2022. The series stars John Cena as Pacemaker, Danielle Brooks as Adebayo, Freddie Stroma as Vigilante, Jennifer Holland as Harcourt, Steve Agee as Economus, Rudy Iwuji as Myrn, and Robert Patrick as Augie Smith. However, according to all of them, it's Peacemaker's pet bald eagle, Eagly, that steals the show. Skip the trailer just to spite your dad. Again, like I said, it's really easy to make a good trailer. Very hard to actually hold a person's attention for 2 hours with a feature-length film. That being said, this is a show, not a film. I am going to watch it, but I just have to reiterate, a good trailer does not mean it's actually good content. I'm working on that. You don't need to tell me to watch the teaser when the teaser is coming directly after it.
What does that mean?
Truth is, you're supposed to be in prison.
For what?
Superhero stuff.
What superhero are you?
Peacemaker.
Get out of here! There's no superhero called Peacemaker!
Dude, I'm famous.
You're a born killer with expertise in every weapon known to humankind. I'm giving you the chance to stay out of prison and work for me.
Kill people.
Bad people.
This is hardcore. You're a handler in the field. John Economist, Tech and Tactics. And this is our new recruit, Adebayo.
You don't have to shoot people after I already killed them.
Right. Who's the guy that's peeking out behind the trash can?
Vigilantes, trying to be helpful.
Hey! Our first target is Senator Roland Goff. Goff may be traveling with his family.
Are you sure those two kids came out of those parents? That's an attractive couple, and that one looks like it came out of them, but the other one looks like a butt baby.
A butt baby?
Yeah, my older brother told me there's two types of babies. One that comes out normal, and then butt babies. Worse in every way, they come out of a woman's butt. Well, I believed I was a butt baby until I was like 14.
That explains a lot. There's something about him that's sad.
Hey, Dad.
How did my sperm grow into a Nancy boy like you?
No, lately I'm just thinking maniac.
Heck no! No! That's because we're born killers. What separates us from other killers is we only kill bad people. Usually. Unless there's a mistake.
You use being a jerk as a way to push people away.
You suck at PowerPoint!
But if you would just drop that, people actually might like you.
Ow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the appropriate response.
Oh my God.
Aww.
He's hugging me. He's hugging me. Dad, grab my phone. I don't want to move. Dad?
That... Okay. So it didn't look terrible. But the entire time I just kept thinking that it looked really... I mean, I'm sure it's probably not, but it seems low budget to me. Just like the costumes feel weird. It feels wrong. There were some funny lines in there. It does look like it's going to be funny, at the very least. So as long as it maintains the funniness, in my opinion, it's still worth a watch. As long as it's able to maintain that same funniness throughout the entire show. I feel like that would still be worth it, just in and of itself. But it felt low budget to me. It's DC. They will never have enough money to make a Marvel show. That's the thing. They do, though. Or they could. But they waste their money on shit that they don't need. They're allocating their resources incorrectly is the problem with DC. Because, if they allocated their resources properly, they actually have more money than Marvel. But they need to allocate them correctly. Okay, let's see. Superman fans had much to dig into, which I've already said how I feel about Superman. He's overrated. He's way too powerful. He's basically just a god. He's fucking overrated, and I don't care for Superman much. You're aware that Marvel is owned by Disney, right? Yes, I am. But I was talking about before they were bought by Disney. Before they were bought by Disney, yes. But if DC had been allocating their resources correctly, they would have more money. Because also all of the DC live-action content that is released is under the Warner Brothers flags. So they also have Warner Brothers money to access. Disney, the second Are you not listening to what I'm fucking saying? Before Disney. Before Disney. You get it now? Jesus Christ, man. Ugh. Moving on. Superman fan has much of blah 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 blah. Starting with a tour of the Kent farm with the cast of Superman and Lois, which I talked about that I liked that show, the episodes that I've seen. Disney bought Marvel before Phase 2 even. Oh my fucking god. I'm not even going to follow through with this fucking conversation anymore. Because you're not actually understanding what I'm saying. So, I'm done with that conversation. That was followed by an emotional look back at Supergirl, featuring over a dozen current and past cast members. We also got a peek at the next episode of DC's Stargirl, which I enjoyed the episodes of that I saw. It was pretty good. I don't think your dad understands the word before. Apparently not. And a look at some fan art from the upcoming Superman animated series, My Adventures with Superman, which looks super fun. Unexpectedly, we were treated to a surprise look back at back at Smallville, which celebrates its 20th anniversary this year, with the release of the complete series on Blu-ray for the very first time on October 19th. I still have not watched a single episode of Smallville, just for the record. I haven't seen it. Apparently, a lot of other characters make appearances in the show. I still have yet to see any of it. The celebration featured a reunion between actors Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum, and special greetings from past cast members, including Kristen Kruick, John Glover, James Marsters, Justin Hartley, and more. Putting out shit content well before and after Disney got involved. Yeah. And my point is that the reason is because, well, A, they're doing it wrong, and B, they're misallocating resources. You didn't understand. Okay, so that's the problem you're having in your head right now. If they stopped spending money on shit that isn't necessary, okay, listen, hear what I'm actually saying. If they cut doing the shit that isn't necessary, they would then be able to reallocate all that money they're wasting into things that are important. Which, if they had reallocated those resources, instead of doing all of those things, before, if we're saying that this is happening before Disney buys Marvel, then DC would have had more resources to allocate than Marvel would have at the time, if they had been allocating their resources properly, is what I was saying. And as such, they will never have the kind of money that Marvel has ever had. But they've always had more money than Marvel actually does. They're just allocating it wrong. That's the problem. They're allocating their resources incorrectly. God damn it. Fans heard from DC Chief Creative Officer and Publisher Jim Lee when he introduced a modern new slogan for the Man of Steel. Superman has long been a symbol of hope who inspires people, and it is that optimism and hope that will power him forward with a new mission statement: truth, justice, and a better tomorrow. So they literally just changed like the last couple words, because he before stood for truth, justice, and the American way. So they just, okay, whatever. I don't like Superman anyway, fuck him. They don't like America, obviously. The world doesn't like America anymore, so DC's League of Super Pets. DC returns to the world of big screen animation next year with DC's League of Super Pets, a lively comedic adventure bringing the likes of Crypto and Ace the Bat Hound to film for the first time. Fans were treated to an exclusive clip starring the two powerful pups, and after seeing it, we can't wait for the full trailer to arrive in November. The movie features the voice cast of Dwayne Johnson, of course, because everything involves Dwayne Johnson these days, Kevin Hart, oh god, Vanessa Bayer, John Krasinski, Diego Luna, Natasha Lyonne, Kate McKinnon, and Keanu Reeves, and will hit screens on May 20, 2022. Jesus fuck. There's some big names in there, man. Well, I mean, Superman is more a Earth superhero, so it doesn't make much sense for him to have American Way in his slogan. Yeah, not really. But yeah, no thanks. You don't want to see super powerful puppers going on into there was an animated series back in, I believe, the early 2000s. I forget what it was called, but it involved Crypto, Superman's dog. And it was a good show. I liked that show. It was a cartoon. I liked it quite a lot. It was really fun. Okay, moving on. Matt Bomer arrived at DC's Hall of Heroes to announce that the HBO Max original series Doom Patrol will return for a fourth season and debuted a wonderfully strange new mid-season trailer. I don't know that I'll watch this trailer because I haven't watched any of the show. If you're not caught up on Season 3, now would be the perfect time to get on that. Doom Patrol stars Brendan Fraser, Matt Bomer, Diane Guerrero, April Bowlby, is that an I or an L? Jovian Wade, Timothy Dalton, Sky Roberts, and Michelle Gomez. And this season has featured the likes of the Sisterhood of Dada and the Brotherhood of Evil. With only 4 episodes left, the Doom Patrol Season 3 finale is scheduled for Thursday, November 11. I don't know that I'll watch this. No, I won't watch this because I haven't watched any of the show. So it will mean like nothing to me. Except he lives in the United States in literally every comic run and movie he's in. Yes, because he lives in Metropolis, which is an American city in the comics. It's really just New York, but don't worry about that. And this move to change is his mission statement is more politically motivated than DC will ever let on. Probably. This is it? This is all we get on The Flash? This is really it? The Speed Force struck DC fandom's Hall of Heroes when Ezra Miller arrived from the set of the film to tease fans with an early look at The Flash. We've now watched that twice in this stream, so we're not going to watch that again. Directed by Andy, I'm going to mispronounce this probably, Muschietti? Muschietti is how that looks. And featuring Miller's return as the Central City hero. The clip may be short, but it's definitely enticing, showing Miller's Barry Allen working alongside an alternate world version of himself. Also, which era of Batman is the Flash visiting, and what version of the Batmobile will he uncover? You could tell very clearly that was Michael Keaton's voice. You got it right? It's Muschietti? Okay, beautiful. God damn. I'm amazing. Anyway. Yeah, it was very clearly Michael Keaton's voice in that teaser. So, it'll probably be, like, the original Batmobile from the Michael Keaton films. Oh, that would be awesome! Oh my god. Okay, I just got so much more excited. Okay, the Sandman. We've been, dreaming of a Sandman... God fucking damn it. TV series for quite some time. And thanks to Warner Brothers Television and Netflix, it's actually happening. We look forward to learning more about this widely anticipated new DC TV show over the months ahead. But for now, we were treated to our first look at Game of Thrones' Gwendolyn Christie as Lucifer Morningstar. Oh, man. Lucifer... The Lucifer Netflix show was really good. It was a really good show. If you guys haven't watched it, I'm pretty sure Crusader has watched it, but I don't know if you've watched this, the Lucifer TV show. But it was really fucking good. It was such a good show, and I highly recommend that you watch it. Okay, Injustice. The hard-hitting video game franchise leaps from the comics to the screen on October 19 with an all-new Injustice animated movie, available on digital, 4K, and Blu-ray. Inspired by Tom Taylor's Injustice Year One comic series, the movie features Smallville's Justin Hartley as Superman and Star Trek Discovery's Anson Mount as Batman, with Injustice co-creator Ed Boon as a consultant. Along with a look at the Injustice franchise as a whole, Mount introduced a chilling clip from the film that's drawn straight from the comics. This we will watch.
The Joker is no longer in Metropolis. He's stolen a submarine with Harley Quinn. They took Lois with them.
I see it. Batman, one of the warheads is missing.
The voice sounds wrong, honestly.
Where is she? Doomsday. No, I will not let you hurt anyone.
Time to go, Harley. Good guys are coming and they tend to get punchy.
You're not going anywhere.
Scarecrow's fear toxin mixed with kryptonite particles. What did you do?
It's a great question. That's exactly what I was wondering.
The best joke ever. It'll be my masterpiece.
Superman, stop. Whatever you're seeing, it's not real.
Wow. I mean, aside from the fact that all of those voices were garbage, that looked pretty good. In my opinion, evil Superman is played out. It should have been evil Batman. Evil Superman is played out, I would agree. Evil Batman's been done before too, but not as much as evil Superman. No, he wasn't evil. He was tricked. In that particular instance. Yeah, Blue Beetle, there we go. We were both pleasantly surprised and thoroughly excited to be given our first insight into the upcoming Blue Beetle movie from directors Miguel Manuel Soto and Gareth Dinette Alcocer? And I have no idea how that's pronounced. And star, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name again because I know I butchered it last time. I apologize. the all-Latinx team promised a highly authentic version of the Latin American superhero that's fun and humorous, but also rich with feelings. We also got our first look at Blue Beetle's suit in the film with a snazzy piece of concept art. The games act as though he is. Yes. Yes, they do. I haven't seen the games yet. Yeah. The Injustice, that's like the whole thing with the Injustice movies, is that you're stopping Superman, essentially. Because Superman goes on a, rampage. He suddenly decides that killing is okay. And, he's crossing a line. So, the whole game, you're just, trying to stop him from killing people. Could you not throw up in my shoe? Please? Jesus. Okay, DC's Monkey Prince. Oh boy, here we go. Losing his love interest will do that to a guy. I mean, losing the person you love doesn't always turn you into a homicidal maniac, so... in a Newsflash segment, by the way, can we just take a sec to give some props to the Flash's Candace Patton? That's her name. I had forgotten her name earlier in the stream for killing it in these segments. It was announced that DC's Monkey Prince will return February 2022 in a new 12-issue comic book series from writer Jean Luen Yang and artist Bernard Chang. For fans that can't wait for February to read more about DC's Monkey Prince, a new Monkey Prince short story is now available on DCComics.com to read for free, or click here to read more and see additional art from upcoming series. It's Batman whose whole thing is, oh, I can't cross the line, blah, blah, blah. And why would Joker blow up Superman's town, but not Gotham? It does in Justice League 2. Wait, what? What are you on about? Yeah. He turns into a fucking homicidal maniac, and it's redonkulous. Sure, she's dead. Fine. Mourn like a normal person, please. Gotham Knights. Beware the Court of Owls that watches all the time. Gotham Knights made its debut at DC Fandom last year, but the 2022 game from Warner Brothers Games Montreal brought chills to the Hall of Heroes with a stunning new trailer featuring the game's big antagonist, the Court of Owls. In addition, we heard from Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, Jim Lee, and Warner Brothers Games Montreal's Ans LeMay and Patrick Redding about the unique challenge and thrill that comes with adapting the secretive Gotham organization and their soldiers, the Talons, to the world of console gaming. Superman goes nuts in Justice League 2 because Lois dies at the hands of Batman. Yeah, it's insanity. He always just goes batshit, and it's redonkulous. Okay, we're gonna watch this. Just because we can't be unfair to any of these pieces of content.
Batman, Jim Gordon, they thought they had a handle on this city. They never did. You don't stand
Is that Red Skull? Or not Red Skull, but
because they're always watching.
What the fuck is his name?
Always listening. Pulling everybody's strings.
It does look interesting.
Yours. But no one talks about them.
Red Hood, yeah, there we go.
Not a whispered word is said.
The Court of Owls is a myth.
They're listening.
Little bit. What is this music choice, though? Definitely makes it eerie.
If you really want to go down this rabbit hole, you need to know there's no coming back from it.
That actually looked really interesting. I I'm gonna have to buy this game. We'll watch this behind the scenes thing too, because now I'm interested.
One of the joys of writing comics is the hope that someone will take that story and make it something their own. And I think the folks at Warner Brothers have done a tremendous job translating and evolving the Court of Owls into the game.
The fans, they cosplay these characters, they're hungry for more.
And so here you are getting to play out that conflict in a game itself.
I remember taking this walk around New York City, my old neighborhood. Nothing I knew was there anymore. All of the people I had known had moved away. All of the stores were gone. The feeling was so unsettling, and I wanted to craft a story that would make Bruce Wayne feel the way I felt.
The first time I read that story, I was just blown away because they were creating this really rich secret history of Gotham City, very plausible, believable.
No, they cosplay as the heroes, the characters. That's what they were talking about. And the Court of Owls is like a secret organization that really controls Gotham. Yeah, no, people cosplay mostly as the heroes, which is what he was talking about. Being able to then play as those heroes and play through this storyline would be a lot of fun. And I would tend to agree with that sentiment.
That was in direct opposition
to Batman.
I think probably inspiration for the Court of Owls originates from nature, just by the real fact that the owl is a natural predator to the bat.
What an owl does a lot of the time is it hunts you and it stalks you without you seeing it, and the fun of the way that the court goes after Bruce is to watch him from afar for years.
Because it's been something that's been in Gotham for so long and been so powerful, and right beneath Batman's nose, I think that's the root of the success there.
One of the biggest challenges with bringing the Court of Owls from comic books to video games is really the interactive nature.
No. So the League of Assassins, wanted to level Gotham. They wanted to destroy it. The Court of Owls just wants to control it. They want to dominate it. They don't want it to be destroyed. They want to have full control over the city from behind the scenes. They just want to be like the puppeteers pulling the strings. They don't want to destroy the city or kill anyone. Well, I mean, they killed plenty of people, but they don't want to destroy it. More of think Illuminati. They're just the people, the real powers behind the scenes pulling the strings. Not like the League of Assassins wanting to destroy it. They had two very different goals, actually. They're diametrically opposed. So they were behind the scenes the whole time Joker was running the underworld of Gotham? Yes. They were behind the scenes the entire time. The Court of Owls has existed in Gotham pretty much since Gotham was built as a city, I believe. They've been there the whole time. They let some things happen, they stop others from happening. If they feel like somebody is actually jeopardizing their position, they will eliminate them. If not, they just let them do whatever it is they're going to do.
of what video games are.
How do you take that history, how do you take this cool imagery and bring it to life in a game that's very satisfying?
We could look at the source material, we could talk to the creators, and we could ask their opinions about that. We could say, which of these elements do you think we can translate?
When I went out there to see what they were doing with the game, I was blown away. I mean, it took what we had done with Court of Owls, but it just elevated it beyond a lot of the borders that we had had.
You can't really rely on what you think you know about the court. We have expanded, we have added to it.
There are different varieties of Talons in Gotham Knights. And as the players begin to understand through gameplay the unique strengths and vulnerability of the Talon, it will affect how they equip themselves and how they unlock new abilities.
Yes, it would have been possible for Thomas Wayne to be a member of the Court of Owls. Yeah, I believe they did it in a comic, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they also did that in the TV series Gotham. They said that he was a member of the Court of Owls, if I remember correctly, but I don't fully remember. I haven't finished the show, and it's been a while since I watched the episodes that I did watch, but I'm pretty sure they said in there that either he was a member of the Court of Owls or he had declined becoming a member of the Court of Owls.
So like any good RPG, we're presenting you with a problem, and then we're presenting you with a range of potential solutions, and players will have an opportunity to kind of maximize that according to their own style.
The entire team has worked so hard on this.
No, it was that they had tried to recruit him. He denied or declined their invitation to join, and they actually hired the Joker or whoever it was the Joker didn't exist in the show, but they actually hired the person who ended up killing Thomas Wayne for that job. The Court of Owls actually hired a guy put a hit out on Thomas Wayne. At least in the show Gotham.
And put so much love and dedication into this, and I really hope it comes through and it gives them a really enjoyable experience.
I can't wait for us to share more information about this game.
But watch out for those deadly talons, because they are sharp. Be careful.
That game actually looks pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to get this. Okay. Batwoman recently returned for its third season, and series star Javicia Leslie dropped by DC Fandom to share her excitement about what's ahead, including the debut of some classic Gotham villains like Mad Hatter and Poison Ivy. She also teased Batwoman's forced partnership with Alice, Kate Kane's villainous sister, and alongside co-star Rachel Scarston, introduced a totally bat chick, crazy Batwoman and Alice Season 3 trailer. Then it was over to her co-star Camrus Johnson, who shared the history of the character he's bringing to the screen, Batwing. Can somebody... Father, could you ban that person, please? Thank you. So, I haven't watched the show, so I'm not going to watch this. So, this is another trailer. Another thing that we won't watch simply because I haven't watched the show, and I would like to watch the show in its entirety and not have super spoilers of seeing things actually happen on screen. Thank you very much, Dad. I appreciate it. Catwoman hunted. No need to be a curious cat. God damn it, all the puns about next year's State of DC animated movies. Dynasty's Elizabeth Giles dropped by DC Fandom to discuss her all-new movie, Catwoman Hunted, which releases on digital 4K and Blu-ray on February 8, 2022. In the film, Catwoman's attempt to steal a priceless jewel puts her squarely in the crosshairs of both a powerful consortium of villains and the ever-resourceful Interpol, not to mention Batwoman. Gillies, I don't fucking know, shared the movie's stylish new trailer, which offers an anime-inspired look that's distinctly different from other recent DC animated movies. We will watch this trailer, though. Gotta be fair to all of the content, as I said before, so we will watch this.
I assume you're ready for action?
This kitten's always ready for action. Darling, you're even more gorgeous in person.
Multiple countries have warrants out for your arrest.
I'm popular.
This little kitten sauntered into the lair of the wrong big cat.
I thought this was supposed to be a party. My kind of party.
Minerva is built a Leviathan crime syndicate. It's now richer than many countries.
You help us bust Leviathan, your warrants disappear.
Catwoman must die.
I did not sign up for this. Did you sign up for this? You really have to think about that? Prepare to get your ass kicked. Don't make me fight dirty. A cat always.
Yeah, lands on her feet. I've heard the saying. Don't you ever get tired of my cat shtick?
Darling, I love your costume. Hold on to that one, love, or I might just steal him away.
That was a good joke. I like that one. That seemed pretty good, actually. It seems funny. I like that. Wow. Okay. Alright, but that was just the start of the animated amazement. Jesus. This person went on to reveal 2022's full roster of animated movies, a total of 5 of them, plus a new collection of DC Showcase animated shorts. That collection arrives in the spring, anchored by an all-new short called Constantine, the House of Mystery, featuring Matt Ryan returning to the role of the magician. Oh, okay. I still haven't watched the original Constantine TV show. Also arriving in the spring is Teen Titans Go and DC Superhero Girls Mayhem in the Multiverse, which will unite the casts of the popular animated series for their first feature-length adventure together. That will be followed by Green Lantern Beware My Power in the summer and Battle of the Super Sons in the fall, which will be the first DC animated movie to be produced in CG. Oh. Finally, 2022 wraps with the release of Batman The Long Halloween Deluxe Edition. Which will bring the acclaimed 2-part animated movie to 4K for the first time. Nice. Very nice. Okay. I love Batman so much. What I want to know is when they're going to make, I know it's probably not a thing that's really on their radar right now, but I would like to see some sort of anything, any sort of content that is not just comic books that features the Batman who laughs. I think that could be really interesting. DC's Legends of Tomorrow. DC's satiric ensemble adventure just kicked off its 7th season on the CW and will soon reach its 100th episode. To celebrate, the show took us through 100 episodes in 100 seconds. How's that for time traveling? I haven't watched this whole thing, but 100 episodes in 100 seconds could be intriguing to witness. And that wouldn't really give super spoilers, right? Maybe. I don't know. Do I watch this? I haven't watched the whole series. Do I watch this or no? I'll let you guys decide. I wish there could be a Dark Knight metal movie or show, but it's something that probably can never be adapted probably correct. I feel like the Batman Who Laughs, though, would be really easy to adapt. But no, lots of spoilers. Okay, never mind then. Batman Unburied. Bat fans, it's time to listen. Okay, I'm listening. Batman Unburied is an original narrative podcast. Oh. Executive produced by David S. Goyer and coming next year to Spotify. Fans got to hear the final cast members to be announced straight from Barbara Gordon herself, Gina Rodriguez from Jane the Virgin. Gina joins the dramatic and psychologically thrilling take on Caped Crusader. You mean the Caped Crusader? Not just Caped Crusader? As the daughter of former police commissioner Jim Gordon and star detective for Gotham PD, throughout the series, Barbara will grapple with her own ethics as she tries to keep within the lines of police work, yet is finding herself drawn to Batman's self-styled method of justice. So is this, like, a podcast, like, that's like an in-character podcast? Is that what's supposed to be happening here? Rounding out the cast will be Sam Witwer, The Mist, and Supergirl, as Gotham's blood-chilling cannibalistic serial killer, The Harvester. It's like an audiobook. Oh, okay. I think. I mean, that would make some sense. Emmy Raver Lampman, The Umbrella Academy, Central Park, as Kel, a sultry medical student helping Bruce while hiding a few secrets of her own. Jessica Marie Garcia, Diary of a Future President and How to Get Away with Murder. Wow, those are two very diametrically opposed sentences here. Or not. Depends on which president we're talking about. As Barbara Gordon's partner, Renee Montoya. She's smart enough to pick up Barbara's bullshit, but begrudgingly puts up with her shady behavior. And Jim Peary, Penguins of Madagascar, as Arnold Flass, a corrupt cop who uses his badge for his own personal gain. Okay, well, can't ignore it just because it seems odd to me.
Big news coming from the world of
Hello,
audio.
Candace Patton.
Our friends at Spotify have completed casting for the upcoming audio series, Batman Unburied. But you don't want to hear the news from us. We'll let Barbara Gordon tell you.
What up, everyone at DC Fandom? It is Gina Rodriguez, and I am so excited to let everyone know that I am going to be a part of Batman Unburied. Woo woo! And I get the honor of playing the iconic voice of Barbara Gordon. I'm so super excited. I'm so excited for you to come on the audio adventure with us, only on Spotify.
Joining the cast alongside Gina will be Sam Witwer as the Harvester, Amy Raver Lampman as Kel, Jessica Marie Garcia as Renee Montoya, and Jim Peary as Arnold Flass.
So literally, she just told us
DC
everything that I just
Fandom,
read.
It's your boy, Winston Duke, and I am so excited, so honored to be joining the DC family with Batman Unburied with Spotify and DC, and we have been cooking up something very, very special for you. We've been creating something that's nuanced and beautiful with great characters, great voices, and just a beautiful experience. So, in that vein, I am Batman.
Holy smokes, Batman. More news to come from Spotify and the forthcoming Batman Unburied podcast.
Okay, that seems weird to me, but, you know, I don't know how I feel about audio-only content, but no one else answered the phone. Actors from The Flash apparently have repeatedly appeared. Specifically her. She was the one who announced some of this stuff up here, too. I've read her name off several times. Okay. Batgirl. In a DC spotlight, Batgirl actress Leslie Grace, writer Christina Hodson, and directors... oh, God. Adil El Arbi and Bilal Falah, I've butchered those names and I apologize to these people, spoke out, bringing Barbara Gordon to life as the lead of her own live-action film. So we're getting a Batgirl live-action film for the first time. This was the first time we'd heard the creative team speak about the much-anticipated new DC film. How could it be much anticipated when I've only ever seen little bits of text in reference to it, and have had literally no other people discussing it at all? And while it's still coming together, they did share some info that got us eager to hear more. Grace discussed how refreshing it was to read for a female superhero that has grit, but is very sincere and almost eager to prove herself. The directors, meanwhile, promised that the fights in the film will be pretty realistic, and Grace has been training to ensure she can pull them off. Finally, it was confirmed that Barbara Gordon will have a full cowl and red hair in the movie, and a new concept image of Batgirl's suit was shared. This is actually interesting to me. I like this. I like this quite a lot. I'm a big fan of the Bat family. Big fan of the Bat family. Okay, Titans. Fans, you asked for it. And Brenton... wow, that's a weird last name. Sorry, again, Jesus. There are a lot of weird last names out there, man. Called in all the way from Australia to announce Titans Season 4. Along with the announcement, you mean? HBO Max gave us a look at the Season 3 finale ahead of its debut this Thursday. Okay, so... oh, no spoilers here, but will any of the Titans... The Titans know the answer to Wayne Manor's security question, what is the name of the one who got away? I, again, haven't watched this show, so we're not going to watch this trailer. The animators are hard at work on Season 3, but that didn't stop Harley and King Shark from dropping in to share a sneak peek at the outrageous upcoming season. Let the Eat, Bang, Kill tour begin. Again, haven't watched it, so won't be watching that either. It's Vicky Vale? What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. Batman, Caped Crusader. There we go. Matt Reeves, J.J. Abrams, Bruce Timm, and James Tucker shared first insights into Batman Caped Crusader, the upcoming all-new animated series and reimagining of the Batman mythology. This iteration is born out of a noir sensibility, is set in a timeless world that harkens to the 1940s, utilizing state-of-the-art animation techniques and technologies available. This powerful creative partnership will once again reinvent Batman and his iconic rogues gallery with sophisticated storytelling, nuanced characters, and intense action sequences, all set in a visually striking world. This sounds really fucking cool to me. It's Talia al Ghul. Wait, who's Talia al Ghul? What are you on about? Not nearly enough Batman content coming out. Well, Batman is their cash cow, for lack of a better term. They're the icon, or he's the icon. Oh, the one that got away. Yeah, okay. Batman, yeah, he's the face of DC Comics. So, of course, they're going to put out more Batman content than anything else. It's just the way it's going to be, and people are going to have to fucking deal with it. DC Direct and McFarlane Toys. Legendary comic artist Todd McFarlane shared new details about McFarlane Toys' recently announced partnership with DC Direct to create new DC collectibles. Excuse me, in 2022, McFarlane Toys will release a new statue, Joker Purple Craze, based on Greg Capullo's frightening faceless Joker from Batman Death in the Family. Continue the incredibly popular Batman Black and White line and release new statues based on the Batman in time for its theatrical release. Based on The Batman, the movie coming out next year. I want a live action Under the Red Hood. Ooh, that could be really good. That could be really good. I was thinking that it would be really cool to get a live action Nightwing film. I think that would be really cool. Young Justice Phantoms. Fans were served a double dose of justice when DC Fandom premiered the highly anticipated trailer for Young Justice Phantoms, along with the unexpected news that the first 2 action-packed episodes of the season are now streaming on HBO Max. Is this a new show or a show that's been going on? Because I don't want to watch this trailer if it's a show that's been going on, or if this is a brand new show, we'll watch this. But if it's not, then I won't watch it. Let me move my cup out of the way. I agree that Nightwing is cool. I don't know. I don't either. I have no idea, but they keep saying highly anticipated in regards to things that I haven't heard about. So, so I don't know who is highly anticipating this stuff other than the people making it. But seeing as these are announcement trailers, they're not highly anticipated. Okay, I'm just going to skip this. DMZ. Executive producers Ava DuVernay. Crusader said this is the 4th season. Oh, is it? Oh, it's the trailer for the 4th season. Okay, yeah, I didn't see that. Okay, so we won't watch that. Executive producers Ava DuVernay and Roberto Patino. That's an interesting name. Dropped by DC Fandom to share details and insights into DMZ, the 4-part HBO Max limited series adaptation of the acclaimed Vertigo series by Brian Wood and Riccardo Burchielli. Burchielli? I don't know. The series tells the story about a civil war between the secessionist Free States of America and the United States of America, and the DMZ that exists between them, where an outsider, Rosario Dawson, comes in to turn things upside down. While Dawson is playing a new character named Alma, Patino revealed that she was inspired by Z. Hernandez, the former medical student who attempted to aid the citizens of the DMZ in the book. DuVernay described the series as set in a world just a few years into the future that asks what we'd be if we let the worst of our divisions get the better of us. In short, the creative guardrails are off in this new live-action series, also starring Benjamin Bratt and Hoon Lee. This sounds pretty interesting to me. I like this as a concept. I like that quite a bit as a concept. I'm a fan of that. This looks like a live-action thing. Of course, as fans may know, DMZ isn't DuVernay's only upcoming DC TV project. She's also executive producing Naomi, a new series for the CW based on the best-selling comic book of Brian Michael Bendis, David F. Walker, and Jamal Campbell. Star Casey Waffle dropped by the Hall of Heroes to chat with Candace Patton. Apparently, Candace Patton was just there doing stuff. She was just one of the people that was there doing stuff, because this is a lot of Candace Patton happening in this. About the upcoming series, and showed a clip featuring a Blink and You'll Miss It cameo from the pilot episode. Look for Naomi to debut on the CW in 2022. All right, we'll watch this. We'll watch this trailer.
Now, are we ready to begin? What's going on?
Annabelle says there's a stunt happening in the square. Something to do with Superman. I need this for my site. Bathroom break. 10 minutes. I'll be right back.
That is unfortunately not the first thing that I am going to say tonight looks like, for whatever reason. Okay, this just seems to be a common theme amongst new media these days. It all feels really low budget to me. I don't know if I'm just crazy, but it all feels really low budget to me. All of this new content that's coming out just feels weird. And I don't know. I don't know. It's really odd to me. Everything just feels low budget. I mean, clearly this stuff is not actually low budget, but it's weird. Because it's not just this. It's literally everything that I've seen recently, pretty much. I think they're trying to get an indie look. Well, I mean, I don't know. Pretty much everything that I've seen has looked that way. I mean, even when it comes to, like, the movie trailers that we've been watching, it all feels really low budget to me. Like, the one that felt like it might have been higher budget was actually the, like, 30 seconds we got worth of the Flash stuff from the Flash movie that's coming out. That's the only thing to me that didn't feel super low budget. I don't know if it's just the cameras they're using. Maybe it's the type of camera and my eyes are just fucked. I don't know. But it all seems really low budget to me. The movie trailers might just be because they're still working on SFX. I mean, that's possible. But like, even when I'm watching full TV shows, like the latest season of the Flash TV show felt super low budget to me. Like I don't know, it's just new content in general these days. It just feels low budget to me for some reason. I don't know why. So yeah, okay. We'll move on now. Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Shazam! Fury of the Gods took us behind the scenes with Asher Angel and Zachary Levi, or is it Levi? It's probably Levi, to show fans what they can expect from the sequel to 2019 Shazam, which I have not seen yet. I need to watch that as well. In short, bigger action, more exotic sets, a pilot that delves heavily into mythology, and a powerful duo of villains played by Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu. Or is that Lucy Liu? I don't know. We can't wait for more Shazam, but we'll have to be a bit patient for this one. It doesn't come out until 2023. Hey, that just means we have more reveals and a full slate of trailers that we'll completely obsess over to look forward to. Well, I don't know that I'll completely obsess over it. I still haven't watched the other one. Wonder Woman 80. Okay, so is this a comic book thing? Oh, this is a lot of text. Okay. But what about Diana of Themyscira, you ask? You'd better believe DC Fandom had her covered as well. Wonder Woman marks her 80th anniversary in 2021. Oh, wow, I didn't realize she'd been out that long. A year-long celebration that comes to a head on October 21 with Wonder Woman Day. A full day of celebrating everything we love about our favorite Amazon. To mark the occasion at DC Fandom, the Hall of Heroes hosted an insightful conversation between Patty Jenkins and Linda Carter about what the beloved hero means to them and why she's so important to the world. Jenkins perhaps put it best when she said, "We find ourselves to be in such a lucky place as it relates to Wonder Woman, because I actually think she's the most relevant superhero of our times." I don't fully agree with that assessment, but, you know, I do say that she is extremely relevant. I wouldn't necessarily say the most relevant, but sure. Along with the discussion, which also promised that a third Wonder Woman movie is on its way, we were treated to a video featuring some of DC's biggest stars sharing their love and appreciation of Diana, as well as the news that Wonder Woman will be virtually inducted into the Comic-Con Hall of Fame on October 21. Finally, for anyone out there feeling heroic, DC kicked off the Wonder Woman Spin Challenge on TikTok. Post yourself. Oh, okay, we're not going to be clicking on any of this shit. I said we were going to look at all the content. This is not the content we're going to be looking at. Mostly because it's TikTok. That's the reasoning. Is it's TikTok, and I don't care about TikTok. Using the hashtag Wonder Woman Spin Challenge. It might not give you superpowers, but it'll sure make you a social media hero. I don't know about that, but, you know, whatever. You do you, boo. I like how it's Batman, 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 Superman, Superman, more Batman. Oh, hey, Wonder Woman also exists. Yeah, well, we got more Wonder Woman coming after the Wonder Woman, so... On the comics front, next year we'll see a massive crossover event that will affect the future of the Amazons. Trial of the Amazons. In this event, which will affect all corners of Wonder Woman's world, Diana and Queen Hippolyta, that's a weird name, leave Nubia to lead the Amazons of Themyscira. In the process, Yara Flor, aka Wonder Girl, and Nubia find themselves in the heart of a power struggle that will redefine the future of the Amazonian tribes. Okay. Writers on the event series include Becky Kluman, Michael Conrad, or is that Michael or Michelle? I don't know. The spellings are so close. Vita Ayala, Stephanie Williams, Joelle Jones, and Jordi Belair. The action kicks off next week in Nubia and the Amazons #1, on sale October 19. Is that today? That was yesterday. Okay. And for fans who can't wait for more Wonder Woman, don't forget to visit your local comic shop on Wonder Woman Day, October 21. That's tomorrow. Okay. Sweet Tooth. What the fuck is this? It wouldn't be the Halloween season without something sweet. And we got that in droves from Christian Convery. Sorry, my eyeballs. Convery, the gifted young actor who plays the Dear Boy hybrid Gus on Netflix's Sweet Tooth, which is produced by Warner Brothers Television, and based on the DC Black Label series by Jeff Lemire. Convery answered questions from fans, shared his hopes for Gus and the hybrids in Season 2, and revealed that he ate more than 500 pieces of candy while eating Season 2. Again, we will not be watching this because it's covering something that is a series that I haven't watched, so we won't be watching that. Okay. Jack Bannon and Ben Aldridge, two of the stars of Pennyworth, dropped by DC Fandom to serve up some exciting announcements. I don't understand the reference. The big one was the Season 3 of their hit DC series from Warner Brothers Television will debut in 2022 on HBO Max as a Max original. Okay. Seasons 1 and 2 will also make their way to HBO Max in the early part of the year, so you'll have plenty of time to get caught up ahead of the now filming third season. Since we know there are plenty of you who haven't seen it, Pennyworth is an origin story that follows Alfred Pennyworth, who forms a security company in 1960s London and goes to work with young billionaire Thomas Wayne. Season 3 of the psychological thriller begins after a 5-year time jump. The Civil War that plagued Season 2 is over, and a cultural revolution has changed the world for better or worse, ushering in a new age of superheroes and supervillains. That sounds very interesting to me, actually. I haven't seen the show, but I'm very interested to go back and watch it now. Yes, Alfred Pennyworth is the butler who serves Batman. Okay, The Batman, which we watched the trailer for earlier in the thing. Well, it's here. We may as well watch it again. We know one of the DC Fandom's highlights you scrolled down to see is the trailer for The Batman. So we won't do more than thank Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson, and Zoe Kravitz for coming into DC's Hall of Heroes to set it up. The Batman will premiere March 4, 2022. Okay, so I'm just going to reiterate here. I hate the choice of Robert Pattinson as Batman, but we'll see how this goes. I'm tired. I'm going to go to sleep. Okay. Have a great night, man. Thank you for hanging out with me. Are we almost done here? Oh, this is the last one, because I'm actually going to end the stream after we're done checking this thing out. So, thank you very much for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. So we will rewatch this trailer, though. Just because, why not, right?
Police! Hands up! Stay still! Get out of here!
It's a sky. It's not just a call. It's a warning.
Take a look at this suit, though. Get out of my fucking way. The suit looks pretty awesome. I'll give them that. The suit looks damn good. Yes, the main villain is going to be the Riddler. This suit does look pretty fucking good. I'll give them that. This is a good suit. I like that. Stop it, mouse.
This is a powder keg, and Riddler's to match.
I can take care of myself.
If this continues, it won't be long before you've nothing left. I don't care what happens to me.
It's only gonna get worse for you.
Whoa, take it easy, sweetheart. Hear everything they say, ain't you?
Maybe we're not so different. Who are you under there?
I would tend to agree with you there, Dad. Probably the best in the Rogues Gallery to show off his detective skills. I think that's the point.
I'm vengeance. What's black? In blue. And dead. All over.
I got you! I got you!
I do like the shot. I said it last time. I like that shot. They really need to stop changing Gordon, though. Well, I mean, I don't know who was supposed to be Gordon in there, because Andy Serkis is Alfred. So, I don't actually know who in there was Gordon, Commissioner Gordon. But Andy Serkis is Alfred. So, imagine a horror short film with Batman as the horror monster. It wouldn't be difficult. Half the time he's black, the other half he's white. Yeah, well, I mean, that's sort of the case in the comics as well. What a show. We've hoped you enjoyed our recap. But remember, with a show as big as DC Fandom, there's only so much we can include. True. If you really want to know everything that went down, and check out some of those clips from movies like The Flash and Shazam, Fury of the Gods, that we didn't include here, you'll have to come to the Hall of Heroes with yourself, which you can do right now on DCFandom.com. Oh, okay. Doesn't sound like a bad idea, actually. Maybe we'll go do that ourselves. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, there's a lot of good shit that they covered in here. There's some good stuff going on, and I'm excited. I'm really excited about a very significant amount of this stuff. But yeah, I as much as I want to say that this movie is probably going to be garbage, the trailer was good, but like I've also said, it's not difficult to make a good trailer. I've made trailers before. It's not difficult, to make a good trailer. It's really not. So in The Batman, Gordon is played by the guy that plays Beatty in the Hunger Games. I have no idea who that is. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm hoping it's good though, because it's Batman and I love Batman. So I'm hoping it's going to be phenomenal. The little bit of actual acting that we saw Pattinson doing there was not good, in my opinion. The fight sequences look nice. The fight sequences look nice. The explosion was cool. That last shot of him walking from the explosion with it, like, upside down, that was a cool shot. But the, like, 2 seconds of actual acting he did in that trailer, I didn't think was good. But yeah, excited for it nonetheless. I'm hoping it turns out better than that trailer tells me that it probably will be. But anyway, yeah, thank you to those of you who have sat through this stream and listened to me ramble about nothing but DC. Also, thank you to anybody who is watching this VOD after the fact, or on YouTube, for sticking through it. I appreciate it. This turned into just talking about DC. He's a really smart dude that designed the network security for the Capitol. I have no idea. I watched the movies one time. I didn't read the books. I have no idea. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very, very much. And again, to anybody who's watching on YouTube who didn't know, I do stream every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday on Twitch at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hope to see you guys over there at some point. And thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate everybody, and have a wonderful evening.